welcome to the best audio and live streaming station you'll find, KEEN Radio. Your stop for all indie, almost all the time. Keen Radio. Don't miss it, don't forget it, follow and tune in.
Alright, where's the music? Cut the music! Stop it! There we go. Launch the thing we need to launch. I think 2 is significantly shorter than 1. I think we're like halfway through already. I'm not 100% sure about that though. But I was looking, I took a quick glance over a guide, and we're like at stage 8. And there were 16 stages, and I was like, wow. How fast. Now, I still need to figure out, I think we're trying to find where the bad boy landed, the Dreadnought. I got no idea. 0. I don't even know where all the places are at. We can't even use the airship now because it was being chased. So it's currently, not an option for us. Didn't land up here, right? So that's not it, okay. I know eventually, I think we go back there to fight him and like liberate the place again, but I don't know when that's gonna be. Scourge Tome. I remember last time we came up here, we got our ass whooped. Now we're fine. He got poisoned. We got antidotes. Not there. Yes, give me the HP. The myth hell. Our guys have fallen behind Furion. Fire. Is it Furion? Yeah, I think so. Something like that. You know what? Who I want back? Minwoo. I want him back in my party because he has actual fucking amazing white magic. Ah. Man, looking so hot right now. Magic. Suna. On everyone. He needs a cure. So does he. And so does he. Thanks for the likes. What? Uh-huh. Yeah. This fruit snack is what? Well, it's saying that they did show that they loved you. They're just not showing it at that exact moment. Yeah, a bunch of bullshit. No. I'm not. Want me to make your legs go crazy? No, I don't. Because that can be considered manipulation, and I would rather not. And I have seen people get banned for that. Aha! You've been found! What do you want? Asking about the Sunfire, the Dreadnought, Godspell, the Airship, Wild Rose, Rebel Curs! Oh. Oh, we do some damage to him. Oh, he's still alive. They don't one-shot me anymore. But they still do a lot of fucking damage. Like, good lord. I mean, it's good that, you know, we're leveling up there, but damn is that a lot of damage. Are they all gonna be captains? Well, at least we're gonna get a lot of stats here, hopefully. Hopefully. I should have maybe bought some cottages before I came up to here. $421? Good thing I saved right before I came up into here. Yeah, I think we need to do some very serious training in here. Wonder if there is a close by town I could go to. MP increased, very, very good. His MP also increased in spirit, cool. It is I could just fight them over and over? Okay, yeah. We're gonna keep fighting them until they become easy. That's my new thing. Oh! He just rip-arena. Where that Phoenix down at? Can't do that. What about if I did, I'm pretty sure I bought some high potions. So he won't be able to die from a bow shot, at least. But he could very easily... Oh, wait! That gives him a full revive? Or was that the potion? I think it was the potion afterwards. Yeah. I'm out of here. I'm getting my ass whooped. We're gonna come back with cottages, all kinds of shit. Also curious if there's anything else up here. Alright, good, good, good. Gordon's so weak, man. He wasn't so weak, because when an antlion. Okay, it's not too bad. Yes, please get better, Gordon. You oh so desperately need it. Oh, shit. This is no good. Oh, rip that guy. Why was her cure so bad? It's not that low, is it? We got a lot of work ahead of us, I feel like. Oh, he can't even do that. Oh, he's gone. He gone too. Oh, we dead. Well, perhaps I should have saved before I left. Well, we realize I'm not prepared for that area. You want me to say ooh-woo, eh? Ooh-woo? Yeah, that's what you want? That's what you nasties want, eh? Yeah, we need to come back with way, way, way more consumables than what we have right now. What's the game? It's Final Fantasy II. So I'm going through all Final Fantasy 1 through 12, excluding 11. And like maybe I'll play 13, but I'm not a huge fan of that one, so I don't know. That's a debate. But this is 2. We finished up 1 on Thursday. I think we're about halfway through this one. I would get my cat, but he is on a different chair asleep, so I'm not gonna wake him up. I don't think Ooh's up there. My cat's dead. Well, that sucks, dude. But maybe this isn't the appropriate place to have that conversation. I can't exactly comfort you about a past animal. I've had a lot of animals pass in my day. A lot. I would say over a dozen animals in my lifetime have probably passed on. It sucks every time, but it is what it is. Hey, at least they're there for you for, you know, the time that they do have. Yeah, both of mine, speaking about that in particular, right? Yeah, mine, both of them, they were very, very heavy smokers. Where the hell is this town at? There, this one. They should have stuff for me to buy. Well, in at least I can rest. I should save after I buy the stuff. I don't need any of that. Or that. I think I just need cottages. $2,000? Alright. 4 of them. Yeah, smoking that was very, very common for their generation. They both smoked for like 30, 40 years. Alright, back up the training. You're gonna be shamed again. We must reach new heights of strength. So that the captains are nothing on that dreadnought. I'm gonna do all my training right around here. I do wish there was a repeat action button. Also, I did get more items. I need to sort my inventory out. We got thunder, blizzard, sleep, poison damage. I mean, this could be popped as stun, paralyzes, berserk, temporarily raises attack. Alright, that is 100% going to you. Because you barely do anything as of now. when it comes to casting spells. You often end up doing like no damage, so you're gonna get magic so you can do something, because you just are not strong enough. You're awake! It's embarrassing. Found you in a dungeon and you suck. Yeah. I recently came out of one area right before this, and we barely made it out of there. I had like a single dude alive, but I got what I needed. And I realized after we got back that, yeah, it's time that we need to do a little bit of grinding to level up, because we were getting destroyed in there. I didn't have a lot of the equipment that I have now, like, or at least consumables, so it should be a lot easier. If we had consumables in that last area that we were at, it would have been no problem at all. Or where we were at yesterday. I'm so rich and nutritious! It took a really long time, I'm gonna be honest. I had the patchiest beard for a lot of my youth. I didn't start having a decent beard until I would say like the past 2 years. And even still, it's not fully grown. There are still 2 patches that have significantly shrank, but they're still kind of there. Thoughts on... Dude, is that a question that even needs to be asked? Obviously, it's absolutely horrendous. Yeah. Well, let's not play any of the gacha games. Has their MP gone up? To 76, so she did go up in MP. There's a big difference between Final Fantasy II and 1, is that in 1 there's a leveling system where it's, you know, 1 through 99 or 1 through 100. And your stats increase as you level. But in this, stats are done on an individual basis, depending on what you use and what you do. Your stats will go up. So if you start casting a lot, your magic, intelligence, MP will be the main stats that go up. So it's not purely XP based. It's almost like in each individual stat you have has its own XP bar. I'm using an emulator to run the game because I have the game, but obviously I have no way to capture it. It would be very difficult to capture a GBA, a Game Boy Advance, I imagine. I don't even know if there probably is technology to do it, I'm sure, but no idea how I would do that. It's Final Fantasy II. So Final Fantasy, if you've never played any of the Final Fantasy games, it's made by Square Enix. The reason why it was named Final Fantasy is because when the first one came out, I don't remember what the release date, 80s maybe? The company was going to go under, and Final Fantasy was the last game that they were going to make, and if it did well, then they were going to, you know, keep making games. If it did bad, that would have been the end of the company. And Final Fantasy did very well. thus pretty much saving the company and then creating to what Square Enix is today. Which is obviously a massive company, one of the biggest publishers and game developers for the video game scene. I think one of my favorite RPGs is probably it's probably Last Remnant, which I think is also a Square Enix game. It had a lot of personality and a lot of like cool, interesting mechanics that didn't exist in any other game that I played. So instead of leveling, it was basically equipment based, and then you had a battle rank, and things would scale off what your battle rank is. So if you grinded too hard, you can actually end up putting yourself in a detriment. I remember I had to restart the game one time because I was fighting a boss, and it had like crazy abilities. And I looked up, I'm like, how is this possible to beat this? And it was like, oh yeah, your battle rank, you might have gone way too high, and so got all these new abilities. Like, oh wow, thanks! Favorite game of all time? Oh... If we were to go based on pure amount of hours played, it would probably be either RimWorld, which is a colony management game that's like really like all kinds of wacky stuff happen. It's got a really, really good modding community. If not that, then it would be World of Warcraft. I played for a really, really long time, up until like I would say heavily until like Warlords of Draenor. After that, it kind of fell off, which is an expansion pack for the game. If we're going on completion rate, it would be Kingdom Hearts 2. I fucking loved Kingdom Hearts 2 as a kid. Do you like Fortnite? I've maybe played Fortnite once, but watching the game now is crazy. The stuff that they continuously add into the game. I made a video not too long ago where it's like, when you haven't played the game in a long time and now there are Super Saiyans. How are we doing HP-wise? We're almost out of MP, so we'll have to go back and rest. I never really was really big into Battle Royales. My brother is. He loves Apex, so's my dad, he played PUBG. But myself, I've never been like really competitive, so I've never really cared a lot about those games. I say that, yeah, I've been like in many different sports when I was growing up. He's like, I'm sure I would have to look up what that is to be able to do it. Plus, I got old man bones. I might throw out a knee or something. They just... almost everyone went to sleep. Well, at least we're getting magic defense now. Oh, you know, actually, let's use her cure. Because it's so low level. Alright, we have no more MP. One of the great things about when you are using an emulator for these kind of games, because they're old games, right? Battles will take a long time because you couldn't fast forward, but emulators in putting fast forward mechanics into the games, so it makes the games, which would normally be rather long, considerably shorter. That's not where I needed to go. Like the last one, when I played the first one, I think I put in like 16 hours, but I had only actually played it for maybe 12. Got to go do dance move. The last dance move that I did was when I was a teenager. That I can remember off the top of my head was a pin drop. It has been foretold in the legends. Okay. I thought it said my MP went up again, but it's still 76. The pin drop. Yeah, I don't think there's any way I could do that shit again. I would probably hurt myself. I did that when I was like 16, 17. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah, can we fight someone else other than one mob at a time? There we go. Warhammer? That's like the big... where you choose like a faction, you make like a giant army and fight other factions and their giant armies, right? I've watched it before, I've never played it myself. It's like I'd imagine it's like Warcraft, right? Because Warcraft was a real-time strategy game. Destiny? No, I've never played Destiny. I'm not a huge first-person shooter kind of person. The only like first-person shooters that I really enjoyed was like way back in the day when the original CODs, right? Not the remakes that are coming out now. I enjoyed, and then I really liked Battlefield Bad Company 2. Because the first game that I played that had like squad mechanics and semi-realistic guns, like bullet drop and stuff like that. That I really, really liked. Yeah, well, I have watched Breaking Bad. I watched it for the first time this year. Mage Staff. What that? Crackling with lightning. So probably cast lightning when I use it. $44. she uses magic. She doesn't really melee. My favorite character out of it? Obviously, I really like Jesse. Oh, and then I really liked the dude who... I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but like your typical stoner dude, and he has like the typical stoner voice. I forget what his name is. I liked him a lot too. I also really liked the bodyguard. I can't remember. I'm bad at names, as you can tell. Mike. Wasn't that the bodyguard? Yeah, he was also one of my favorite characters because he was just real. He wasn't necessarily like he was a bad person because he would do the jobs, but he wasn't like a piece of shit. But he had like kind of like a code-ish, and I like that. And he did dirty. He did real dirty for no reason other than an outburst. Did she sing in the show at all? I don't remember that. At first, I think I kind of disliked her. But as time went on, I didn't. I saw recently that I think, originally Jesse was only going to be like a single season or two character, in the original writing, but they changed that. Are you a furry? No, but I got no problem with them. Well, actually, hold up. There is a redeem on my Twitch channel that actually makes me put on a cat costume, so... shit, maybe I am. Show us? I don't know if it's in here or not. I could show you, like, one of my hands. So basically, I gotta put on things like these, and then it two of these, and then it has a headband, 2, and it becomes very difficult to play anything because it doesn't have individual holes for fingers, so my hand basically just turns into a giant oven mitt. I should be using Cure during the fights. The power cat, yeah, it makes me very agile. Speaking of cat games, if you guys have ever played Stray, very good. I liked it a lot when I played Stray. Go. I would like her MP to go up one more time before we go back. I have played it before. I haven't played it a lot. Like, I maybe have like 10 to 20 hours into it. It's always the games that I like the game, but I just can't get into it. Gotta go back. I did play a lot of Among Us when it originally came out. I played it a little bit when they released the roles, but not much since then. But when it first came out, I probably easily dumped. I mean, let's see. Where's my Steam? Yeah, I have 77 hours of playtime into there. I played quite a bit of it when it first came out. A good imposter? Yeah, I'm not like an amazing imposter, but I think I did all right. I always wait for someone else to point the finger. Never be the first one to point the finger, because then people are going to be suspicious of you. Opinion on Andrew Tate? He has a very toxic mindset for the youth of today. I know he likes to portray the big alpha male, this, that, and the other, but in reality of the situation is that those ideals are not gonna get you any success. The world is a changed place. In those ideas, it's better to treat people with human respect and treat them as people than to try to treat people as inferior to you or as objects. Not a fan. He is not a good person. There was very well documented actions that he has had over the course of the decade. I would never take advice from him. Challenge him to a boxing match? No. I'm not a fighter. I'm not trained. I'm not gonna make a dumb decision that may affect me for the rest of my life. Let's not make, beating jokes. Let's not do that. Dude, do I want to give another Berserk Tome? No. Though, I should try to raise their MP too. Yeah, life is just you know, as you go on, life is just a whole lesson, right? You learn things as you go on. All can be forgiven as long as you improve from the situation. Let's not do that either. Best way to store the food beans? I mean, like you would store any other dried good. My what code? I don't know what that is. Still no MP? I don't know how 100% how this leveling system works in this. I feel like I should have gotten more MP by now. Let's keep sexual advances in the DMs. What are some games you guys are looking forward to coming into the next year or two? Minecraft 2? Is that even a thing? I highly doubt that. Yeah, I really highly doubt that they'll ever release... Well, maybe at some point. Anytime soon? I don't think so. They'd rather just redo it and then... Right, like the Bedrock client and stuff like that. Like, they'd rather just remake a new client and keep selling it under the same title. Let me look that up. This looks like Disney if it was The Sims. I did see the Harry Potter game recently. That looked good. I've been following the Riot Games MMO too recently, and I mean, like, there's no official released like gameplay or anything like that. We probably won't see that till later this year or next year. But I'm excited for whenever there is some stuff that comes out for that. I don't know if there's anything else that I'm really looking forward to coming out. I have like a huge backlog of wish list stuff that I use to keep track of games on Steam. I need to go through that again. Well, we can go through maybe like 3 more battles before she runs out of MP. Bridge Battlegrounds? Okay. I see. Not Kier. Alright. Back up to the Dreadnought. I think we trained enough that we can go up there. Rest, go up to the Dreadnought, save, then go inside of it. I don't think I'll fight every single person I find, but it would be a great place to train. But we have way more HP than we had before. We had like maybe 200 something on this guy. Now he has 500 something. So he shouldn't be getting one shot. What is that? Let me see. No, I haven't. I've watched a few people play it, and I've considered playing it myself because I do like those kinds of games. An ambush? Doo-doo. Actually, can I attack the ones in the back? No, because they're in the back line. So I can't do a direct attack. I did play Elden Ring. I didn't play it on Twitch, but I did go through and I did beat it twice. I did a normal run, did it with mostly daggers, and then I did a shield only run. And that was very difficult. The shield only run was not easy at all. That one I did, I even made a YouTube video for it. It was a hard run. I didn't expect it to be as hard as it was. But there were definitely some points where it's like, yeah, you having a really slow weapon, like a great shield, which was mostly what I was using, definitely made some of those fights very difficult. One of the ones that were really hard, favorite chip flavor, salt and vinegar. One of the ones that were really hard was probably the Renala fight. I had a really easy time on the first time I played through that because I had daggers and it's a really fast attacking weapon, so it was really easy to get damage on her. But when it was just shield, it was really hard because I had very low magic resist. And she showed me what that magic damage do. Best KFC order? Man, you give me a chicken sandwich, I'm good. Bro, you gotta be trolling me. Yo, where is the ship at again? I don't even remember. It's up here somewhere. Warp Tome. Vanishes, or teleports to the previous floor. Let's not make, ableist, jokes. Alright, people can't help to be born and have dwarfism. Huh? It's on TikTok. Yeah, people can definitely interpret that the wrong way. And I try to do my best not to leave that kind of stuff up for interpretation. Well, that's still a lot of damage we're taking from this. He'll probably die if he doesn't heal himself. I mean, quite literally, I am her man, so... Good lord, okay, let's not fight more of those soldiers. Unless we have to. Okay, there's something down that way. Okay, there's a way down that way. What about up here? Listen, if anyone's a guy here, it's this guy. Okay? Because his name is Guy. His name is literally Guy. I mean, whether true or not, you just accept people for who they are. Nothing needs to change. No one wants to be treated differently when they come out. They just want to be treated exactly the same way they were before. They just want you to be okay with who they are. I really wish these guys did not have the ability to cast darkness. Damn. Exposed. Would you recommend Final Fantasy II? If you enjoy RPGs and you want to go back and play and see what old, like the OG of RPGs are, then yeah, sure. I personally like 2 more than 1 because I like how the systems are. Not everyone feels that way. You ever played 15? I don't like 15 that much. I feel like 15 missed the mark for me. I did like Final Fantasy VII Remake. I mean, like I said, if you like RPGs and you want to play the old art kind of RPGs, then sure. If not, then no. I don't think it's as simple as a yes or no kind of question. I played the very first one when it first came out. I might have played the second one, and then I don't think I played a single one since then. Yeah, I don't typically do very well with scary games. I'm very easily jump scared. Wham! Bro, get out of my way. I saw chess. Yeah, that'll be some real TikTok content right there. Man gets brutalized on TikTok stream while playing Final Fantasy II. Wow, rude. Trident. Whoa, they seem like some very serious weapons. Giant's Helm. Ice Shield. Monster in a box. Rude? How did that fit in the box? Explain to me how a hill giant was fit in that box. Oh, she already did. She's like a ninja. You guys just didn't see. What? This does more damage than my Werebuster? A pretty significant amount, too. Where's the shield? Oh, here's the other weapons. A knife that raises evasion. A 3-pronged spear. 80? 82? Yo, give me that. Yoink. Oh, wait. No, I need the shield first. About to learn how to use that knife. Oh, what was the other one? It was, this. I'll give him the trident. What else did I pick up from? You know what? Sword. Sword everything. Bow, mithril, the giant's helmet. Where's that at? Helmet containing the power of giants, so we'll probably give that to Furion. So I'm sure that's just a straight damage up. Yeah. Oh, that's why it said 80, because I had 2 weapons equipped. Then is this actually better? No. This mage staff would be better. One time in my life, a few different instruments I played in my life. One time in the 3rd grade, I played a recorder. I have played a guitar before, and I have played a little bit of piano. I am dog trash at all of them. The accordion. Yeah, let me just whip out an accordion that I have stored in my closet. Yeah. That guy's blocking. Are we gonna have to fight some of these dudes? Yep. Alright, definitely save before we fight them. Oh, he has no mana. Well, he might actually be able to do enough damage to him now. Let's see. 260. He actually does actual damage to him now. Whoa. He didn't get one turned though, unfortunately. Wait, he's still here? Oh, so he's not even gonna disappear after I fight him. So I gotta find, like, the way around? This is bad. She's just trolling you. I mean, she is one of my moderators. Why do I don't need all these staves. Okay, I can't go that way. I don't know about that deal. Okay, we still got a little bit of healing, yeah. These guys aren't very good guards. We just walk through. Wait, before I go, make sure there's not something hidden in here, like a chest. Do I still have ears? You see the Dreadnought's engine. Throw the fire in there. Blow it up? Hell yeah. We cannot, not yet. We have to rescue the princess first. What? Oh, man. I came all the way down here. And the princess is not safe. I didn't realize, I forgot she was in here. Damn it, I have to go all the way back around. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, I would. I'd already be here. I'd be like, you know what? She's on her own. You're not that guy. Alright, this way? Yes. Oh, what a nice guy. He's gonna smoke you out? Didn't even ask you to chip in. Which one is the brothers? One of the brothers that are actually making like a turn to be like a better person? I don't remember which one it is. Well, that barely does anything. It's Logan, isn't it? A crisp. Do you work in a chip factory? Mush, you have like the most tragic backstory. Next thing you know, you're gonna be a supervillain. Okay. Now we gotta find the princess. Oh, there she. Wow, it's so difficult. We just gotta find the way around. But I'm gonna be looking for treasure first. A doctor would do that for you, because they would have to glove up and then check for an enlarged prostate. I don't know if you can. I don't think you can do that on your own, but I don't know for sure. Okay, that's not the way. Well, you should definitely seek medical attention there. Dark bow. Okay. Is that sick? Better? It's got to be better than what I got now. Yeah. 12 more attack. I bet it blinds people too. I remember there was somebody who worked with a buddy of mine. He thought he was just like, you know, old and had bladder problems because he went to enhance his agility. And that's like how quickly they attack. Yeah, I can give it to her because he had to go to the bathroom all the time when they were driving. Turned out that, yeah, he had like a tumor pushing on his bladder and his back. So if you ever feel something's weird, just get it checked out. Another friend of mine, she just felt a little off. Went to the doctor and then found out she had a big kidney stone blockage. Things didn't go as planned. I'm so sorry. Yeah, get out of here so I can go blow this place up. Let's save the thank yous for later. I'll hold the airship with the princess. You find and toss that sunfire. Yep. We're good. Get going. Imagine I didn't talk to him and went back and realized I had to come all the way back. I would be so angry. You know what? I think I'm gonna go step outside of the airship, use a cottage, and then go all the way back down. Yeah, I've heard kidney stones are some of the worst pain that you can experience. Because they're sharp. Damn, you know what? You got me there. No, I haven't personally myself, but from what I've been told, it's pretty terrible. Did you see what he said? You should go read what he said, what JMZ said. I said that kidney stones are one of the most painful things, and he said, nah, not really. I'm bald as hell. Gordon, I'm pretty sure, is a temporary character, so I prefer Guy. Because Guy uses his fists. Oh, that's how I have him set up. Oh, I can't leave. Okay. Well, I guess I won't not be going to rest. The meetings. Balding Anonymous. Alright, now we can go blow it up. Who lets all these wild animals on their ship? Undead, panthers, hill giants. We're not famous? Yeah. I'll see if that ever happens one day. Who knows? Where is it? The torch. What do you mean nothing happens? Uh-huh. Items. Oh, the actual sunfire, not the torch. Thank you, thank you. What have you done? The engine! That voice. There's no time, Maria. The ship will blow up any minute. We have to get to Sid's airship. I don't even know where that's at. Oh yeah, we're really booking it, aren't we? Thanks for the likes. Well, that takes care of their ship. Damn, how far is this? I feel like it would have been way faster if you went south instead. It's going well, it's going well. We had, just blown up the ship. So that's good. We had gone all the way down to the engines, and then we needed to save the princess, and then I needed to go all the way back up and find the princess, then all the way back down to the engines. So, I mean, at least we got a lot of experience out of it. Okay, she's probably with her dad then. Yep, definitely. It's because I have a lot of hair. Gordon, Minwu, and Furion. I have but one last request to ask each of you. Please, listen carefully. Gordon, you've grown so strong. You're right, he was very weak when we got him. Thanks to us, he's actually okay now. I want you to lead our army. Do all you can to help Hilda. My liege, I swear upon my very life. Minwu, you know of the legend that speaks of an ultimate magic. It's been sealed away, and the seal may only be broken when the world stands at the brink of destruction. I believe the time has come. Do you agree? Yes. Now, well, I was doing it before, but now with the recent changes, it's completely not in the gray area anymore. You can stream onto non-competing platforms, and they don't consider Instagram or TikTok to be a competing platform. I do. The time to break the seal, binding the Ultima Tome, is upon us. Huyan. The way I did it is I contacted a guy on Twitter, same way Queeb did it, called Carter Pulse. I contacted him, he let me know what to do, and how to get a stream key. And then I run 2 instances of OBS, and I run one of them in portable mode. Because if you don't run them in portable mode, even if you have 2 separate instances, when you change one, it will change the other. But when it's in portable mode, it keeps them separate. The only downside with streaming on TikTok is that you have to, every time you go live, you have to get a new stream key and copy and paste it into OBS. It's the only annoying part. Hopefully later down the line, there's stream keys that are permanent, so I don't have to do that anymore. Firion, I would have you go to Deist, home of the Dragoons. I was told that all the Dragoons were slain in an attack by the Empire. Yet I refuse to believe there could be no survivors in so noble a group. If we are to stand against the might of the Empire, I am convinced we will need the Dragoons and their wyverns. My YouTube, it is the same name as on here, so it'd be Sergeant Kenai, SGT Kenai, no spaces. If you combine your efforts, the days of our victory will come. This I ask of each of you. Take care of Hilda. Your Majesty! We should save our tears for another time. We must carry out the Night King's last wishes. We each have our duties. Let them not go unfulfilled. Oh, you're just gonna take my trident, huh? You're just gonna walk off with that? Listen. You live who you are. As long as you live who you are and you don't harm other people, that's something to be proud of. I was supposed to go to some Dragoon place. I guess I gotta go to where Sid is at, and I'm sure he'll fly me over there. The only real problem with dual streaming is that it is sometimes difficult to keep track of both chats. I'm hoping that since it's become like okay to do, right, that there'll be some tools that come out and merge them into a single chat that makes it a lot easier to read. But as far as I'm aware, that doesn't exist yet. Who dis? You folks looking for a passage of dice, are you? Well, it'll be your lucky day. And just so happens me and my ship was about to leave for Deist. Be you wanting a ride? Doesn't this seem a little too convenient for Firion? Maybe it is, but there aren't any other ships going to Deist. We're just going to have to trust her. Me name's Leah. I'll be waiting outside the city for you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're set to go. Ah. I see it's not even in port. Y'all a bunch of pirates. Alright, see you later, man. Thanks for coming on by. I appreciate it. Well, you know, anyone can be a father figure. I'll see y'all later. Trusting pirates doesn't say much for your space you got in between your ears. We'll spare your lives, but your loot be ours now. What's this? There's a fight you be wanting. You really are stupid. Get 'em, boys. They really think they can survive that. They missed. What a bunch of scrubs. 12 damage. HP? Okay. They thought. Enough! I know what I beat. Go on then. Do what you're gonna do and be done with it. What are you up to? You want to fight the Empire together? A bunch of outcasts like us fighting right alongside the likes of you. I think I like the sound of that. Take your posts, boys. Whether it be diced or the bloody edge of the world, we'll get ye there. So she's definitely gonna be a dagger person, I'm sure. I'd be surprised if she doesn't come with her equipped dagger. Oh wait, we gotta drive ourselves? I really liked this couriering service that was going on. I don't even know where to go. But can I could just get off anywhere? Okay. Fuck, I kind of need a map now. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. Because I don't think there's any connecting piece in the middle. No, this map sucks. Diced Cavern is 16, and that is up there. So I have to exit this area in the middle and go all the way around, I think. No, wait. The Chocobo Forest, we've been in there. We've been to Summit Falls, past caves, snow cavern, caution. I get Castle Diced, 15. Okay, so yeah. There's some island I need to find that's next to the snow mountains. What up, Lou? DMZ is back, but in the Twitch chat now. We should save. You're in my You're in my domain now. Oh yeah, I was gonna check her stats suck, as usual. I feel like whenever you get a new party member, they suck major. Where is Yeah, main gauche. Give him that. What about the sword? I don't think we have anything better. Oh, Mithra sword. Alright. Do, 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 do. Nope. Stop that. Do. Is it up here? No, that's desert. If I just go straight down this way, wouldn't I just run into the mountains? Yes, I have to be really close. Sea Snick! And she's already getting stronger. I hope she stays a permanent party member now and doesn't just leave us. Now it should be off somewhere over here. There should be an island. Here? Is this it? No, this is not it. Then it's way closer to those mountains than I thought, I think. That's why I'm off. Okay, mountains. That's the snowfield, right? Yeah. Buccaneers! We head off this way and then down. We should get to it. So far, these things have not turned me into stone, and I'm very thankful for that. Because those birds were one of the most annoying mobs in 1. Oh, she does like no damage right now. Good, yes, knife level increase. Please! Please! You need knife levels real bad. What's her HP now? Almost into the 300s. Oh, this is a dungeon. Okay, well, hold up. If that's the case, then... Hello? Go away! Don't come any closer! I'm gonna tell my mom! Move, child! I'm going to be robbing you of your treasures. What's the big idea? You're not the bad guys. I thought the Empire had sent their soldiers after us. Ask about... the Dreadnought. Ask about the airship. Ask... oh, crap. I think I'm missing a word. Wild Rose. Damn. I think I am missing a word. My husband of the Imperial soldiers. I think I needed to talk to, like, Minwu or something. I cannot speak its tongue. If only we had the pendants, we'd be able to understand what he said. The Cavern of Wyvern lies north of this castle. Ah, okay. Learn Wyvern's language. And we're fine. Ask about the Wyverns. The Wyvern's right in there. It sounds asleep right now. My mom says it's gonna die soon, but that's not true, is it? Oh. Well, that would be bad. Yeah. Yeah, definitely need pendant from the north. But do you have treasure? Aha! A phoenix down, I'll take it. Oh yeah! Sage's Wisdom, Saint's Spirit, Antidote, Cross, Mallet, Wing Sword, Eye Drops, Gold Needle. Alright, what's that Wing Sword? A light sword that slices through the air. Well, it does more damage than our staff, so we're going back to swords, I guess. We also got other stuff. What was it? No, there was more than that. The Sage's Wisdom maximizes intelligence. Why can't I use it? Maximizes spirit. Do I need to use it in battle? No, that can't be right. Oh, we have it regardless. Aha, more stuff. A stun tome, a curse tome, and a stop tome. A unicorn horn. What that? A horn with the same effect as Basuna. Okay. Alright, so they said north of here. Ah, well, we found where the hill giants live. Oh, she got smashed! Really bad. She does no damage. Oh, well, she does a little with that. But, oh, what? How did he die? How low was his HP? Thought he was way higher than that. Ah, well, rip her. Items. Phoenix down her. These are no joke. Okay, that's at least one of them gone. Bruh. Oh, he's alive. Okay. I thought he was gonna be gone out of there too. It seems like his defense goes down as we keep fighting him. Because she did 0 and now she's doing some damage to him. Use, do we have still have high potions? Okay, good. We have exactly one. Finally. Good lord. An HP increase, stam. MP increase, nice. Magic, HP, stam, magic. HP, stam. Yeah, that was a tough one. Yeah, definitely use that. Definitely save after that too, because we're probably gonna run into more fights like that. What's our MP now? 92? We're almost at 100 MP. We're getting there. My phone went off. Why did it go off? No idea. Maybe I should end up teaching her more of these things, like poison damage, maybe. Blind. I should teach the pirate girl Berserk as well. Oh, she has Thunder. Cool. Thunder 4. Give her Blink as well. Okay. Sort. Now save again, so we don't have to reapply those spells later. Thanks for the likes. Do. Do I need to go around? I think so. Yeah, now we're doing some damage again. Okay. Our AoEs weren't doing so great for a while. Now it seems like they're popping off. Sword level. Now, how do we get up into there? Probably around this side. Wait, what? Wait. That didn't help at all. Because there has to be like a way inside the castle, maybe then? To walk through? Ah, yes. Literally right where I was. Well, at least that doesn't poison me. 230 gil. They're giving me a lot of myth helms. And I do not need them. And so many tomes too. Okay, that goes down. Alright, we're gonna be going down regardless. It's just figuring out whether we went to the right area. Yellow souls. They heal off of magic if I remember right, so I can't use magic against them. No, not these dudes again. Well, he's dead, Reno. Good lord. They just do so much damage. I wonder if I should start off with blinding them. Oh my god, now she's down. Okay, we only got to deal with one of them now. I wonder if fire is just not... Let me try other magics versus them. Son of a bitch, dude. Oh my god, thank you for the follows, my dudes. I appreciate it. Yo, can I just get some heal? He's got so much HP too. Why is he getting his ass whooped? We're just gonna go all in and hope he dies. Oh my god, get down for the count again. Listen here, guy, you really need to shape up. Oh, okay, we're gonna have to leave. I don't think we're ready for this. No way. Oh my, and the guy's down again? Yo, does he just not have like equipment on or something? What is going on with him? Okay, this will give him 9 more defense. Good. I thought we had another pair of golden armor. I thought we got one. Okay, well, 9 more defense should hopefully help him out. Please stop dying. Please. Pretty please. Because good lord. You're supposed to be the tank. It's just the hill Gygus too. Nothing else is a big deal. It's just those hill dudes. Everything else complete. Ah, great. Everything else is completely under control. Hill dudes? Hell no. Not in control at all. Yeah, beef his ass up. See if he pulls out some serious damage. 355? I mean, that's not bad. You know what we need? Probably start casting, like, Protect, maybe? He still took a really big hit, but it could have been worse. Yeah, that's crazy. For MP increase, that's good. A giant tail? Yo, okay. That could be real big for him. That's even more defense and more attack. That's great for him. The more we can do of that, the better. Oh, we don't have any ethers. I should have bought more before we came here. Ah, we left behind a chest. Yeah, why did she take so much less damage? Like, 1 is super manageable to fight. 2, Oh, his unarmed went up and her knife skills went up, so that's gonna be some big damage increase for the unarmed. Oh. Well. How we looking? Fine. Okay, not looking good anymore. Definitely not looking good. Sword, stamina, evasion went up, that's good. Okay, it really needs an MP up. Mage's Staff. Do I really need one of these? Monster in a box. Green souls, huh? Oh, they cured me! Amazing. But they gotta go. Well, that's great. I could needed that heal. Of course, it couldn't last. I gotta get out of there. Listen, guys' HP can increase over and over and over and over again. It does not change the fact the guy's not doing so good. I wonder where the closest town would be from here if we left. Because we definitely are going to need ethers and things like that. As much as I would love to just keep pushing through. What the hell that? Is that just another giant's helm? Revenant. Yeah, we're gonna have to go buy more. Ugh. Phoenix Downs, we're gonna have to go buy ethers. We need to go buy maybe more, definitely more high potions. Guy needs way more MP. For him to have a level 5 cure and then only built 40 MP is not very good for him. Now from here, where would be the closest town? I think to the left and then down a little bit. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Here? No. Down? Aha! Alright. Out of my way! We don't need any of that. I definitely need... Get out of here, malware bites. A lot of these. Definitely a lot of these. And these. We're fine on that. We can't afford those. Huh? Yeah, eventually. Yeah. What is it a pack right now? Huh? I mean, what do you mean by everything? Huh? Oh yeah, kitchen stuff, sure, yeah. Well, aren't we gonna go to Rambo's today? Oh yeah, I know. Yes. Alright, back to the ship. Oh, she's still blinded. We'll cure that in a second. Pretty sure we... Oh, he's poisoned! Pretty sure we have eye drops. Antidotes. Hello, Snow. What you do? What you do? Snow? What? You don't get attention all day, dude, alright? You got the scritches. Too bad. What? What, dude? What are you crying about? $127 mana she has now? Hell yeah. What? Huh? So, yes, this. Something nearby on the ground catches your eye. Oh, that's all I needed was this? So I don't even have to go, like, mega deep exploring in here, then. That makes a lot more sense. Maybe I get a job advancement? Eh? Well, I don't really have classes in this game, but maybe they'll give me a big buff? Yeah, because those hill guysses, I'm telling you, they strong. Unless there's anything like really good down there. Snow. What? Too bad. Too bad. A diced cavern. Is there anything super dank in there that I need to go get now, or do I come back to it later? Okay, there is some good stuff down here that I think I'll definitely want. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely gonna want something down there. I saw a flame bow. Yes, I would like the flame bow. Hopefully, we'll do a little bit better against the Gygases now, though. Since we have all the mats, the materials, the consumables to keep us up. Much better. I mean, his Kira level went up, but that doesn't help me with MP, though. I think anything you do not in combat just doesn't give you anything. When it comes to, like, experience outside of skill level. But, like, towards leveling your MP or whatever it is, no. It doesn't do shit. Okay, this is level 3. Giant's helm, yes. Equip her with that. Oh, she doesn't even have hands. Gold hairpin. Really, her defense will go down. Okay, she can keep that then. Yes, I really needed a myth shield. Bro, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Huh? Why are you being so needy, eh? Why are you being so needy? Hmm? Huh? Start eating my hair, you're going down on the floor. Uh-huh. Hey. Indeed he did. Oh, good lord. Items. We need a sort. High potion. You. Do. What an annoying ambush. Oh my god, there was a chest over there? I'll get it on the way back. Wait. No, because I'm just gonna teleport out of here, so I gotta go get it now. Yeah. For what? Oh, yeah. Okay. There was a fucking hole there? No, not magic. High potion. Bro, where's the way out of here? There's a way down. You know what? Level 5. That's where he said the good stuff was at. Guy's spirit increased, but not Guy's MP. Knight armor. Monster in a box. Oh, this guy? We could probably take him no problem now. Unless he's stronger than normal. Yep, he's gone. I remember that guy used to be insanely challenging. A diamond shield? Yo. Resistant to lightning, huh? Sure, we'll equip that. Spirit, Sage Wisdom, Flame Bow. Still wasn't really where I was supposed to go, though. There wasn't anything else, right? Knight's Armor, we got that. Elder Wisdom Saint. Once the Chimeras are gone, approach spring. Okay, so I'm gonna need to come back here anyways with an egg, which I do not have, so we should just teleport out of here. As you I liked 1. 1 is good. But I am glad to be playing 2 because I do like 2's like how your stats improve a lot. And I've played 1 several times. 2 I've never finished, so I'm excited to actually finish this. We seek your aid in destroying the Empire, our common foe. Will you help us? The Empire's poison already courses through my veins. I will not escape the fate of my bro. I have one last request. Take this egg to the cavern north and submerge it in the life spring. It is the last remaining wyvern egg. If it is not submerged in the life spring soon, it will wither and die. This is gonna make an excellent omelet. What? Why you needy, eh? Why needy snow? Why you now be so needy, eh? And then you come up here and try to eat hair. And then I put you on ground because no one can allow to eat hair. Hair is not a meal. Okay, we should items. No, use cottage. Yeah. I'm saying that's what you think that he says. What? What? What you need, Snow? Of course. What? What? Yeah. Come on. Come on. Jump up here. Yeah. Bruh. What's your malfunction, eh? What is the malfunction? Why are you eating hair? I am not in need of grooming. That's what happens when you try to eat my hair down to the floor with you. I've seen what that was. Yeah. Guy thinks he can come up here and do whatever he wants. Dude. Dude. No. No. No, dude. You've already been excommunicated. Twice, exactly. And you ate hair both time. There will not be a third. No, no. Oh yeah, but definitely gotten a little bit stronger since we first came in here. The fighting 2 hill Gyguses is not that big of a deal anymore. It was a death sentence. What? Berserk missed? I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen. What? How does it miss? It's a buff. How do you miss buffing your own ally? This doesn't make any sense. There we go. That doesn't even matter. HP, berserk level increase, good. Maybe it won't miss as often now. Giant's gloves. I know who could use those. You! Yep, more defense, more attack. A lot more defense, actually. So we know that that bridge will collapse in the middle, so there's no point in trying to climb it. Yeah, apparently, it's just not enough anger. Took his chill pill that day. Item. A potion. Fire. Attack. I just don't want her to die and have to use the Phoenix down. Her heals are so bad. There we go. Cure level went up, his magic increased too. Ambush rude! Chiefs. Okay, they're fine. I thought they would be way stronger. An acid file. One of these rooms. Wait, before we do that, heal. Maybe even all of these rooms has something we're gonna have to fight. Here. Do it on everyone. Damn, still no MP? Excuse? Finally, his MP increased. What was that item that I got? Oh yeah, I never... Oh, another wing sword. I never equipped the flame bow either. Flame bow. Perfect. And then equip her. Also give her a wing sword. Yes, 86. Big damage. Gigantatoads. Berserk. Give him the Zerk. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, they're not as strong as I thought they were gonna be. So what if he has 52 MP now? That's better. No more poison. Aha! Aha! Here's the Chimera. Chimera after egg! Yes, Guy. You are correct. Chimera is after egg. Oh, okay. I don't think we gotta worry about these guys too much. Do. Items. Where'd that egg at? Sinks gently to the bottom of the spring. I want to check that last door. That fight was tougher than the Chimeras. Alright, nothing? Okay, so... Magic! Time to teleport out. Do. Oh god. Maybe it's time for cottage. We were looking awfully banged up there. Oh, he's gone. Where'd he go? The last living wyvern is dead, but the egg you placed in the spring remains. Someday it will hatch, and the wyvern will spread its great wings to soar through the sky for the rebels. The wyvern cannot thank you for what you've done, so allow me to do so in their place. We are grateful. Wyvern, it's dead. What? But like... I thought I was supposed to learn something here. I thought I was gonna get some special ability. I feel bamboozled. I'll tell you that. I thought he was gonna turn me into Dragoon. Well then what, back to the castle then? Nothing I can think of. When's Sid just gonna give me his airship? Just give it to me. I want it. Let it be mine. Whoops, not the way. How are these fish getting on board? That's what I want to know. They jumping up here? Yeah, this does not bode well with fast forward in this boat on the second one because you can disembark anywhere. Before you had to disembark in a port. Okay, that doesn't go anywhere. Am I gonna see something I recognize, perhaps? Maybe I'll actually be kind of close to something? No. I don't recognize any of this. Wait. Where is this? Well, it's not somewhere I'm not supposed to be, because they're not way too high level or anything. Where am I? Am I at the, like, the very north? Yep. I know exactly where I'm at there. Okay. There's just some goblinos. Well, maybe not exactly. But approximately. Okay, these guys seem a little stronger than I'm used to. Dude. Goblins, can't you respect the strength that I have, alright? Can't you see how much stronger I am than you? Hilda's been acting strangely. I tried to speak to her, and all she does is laugh. Oh. Could the king's death have disturbed her so deeply? Just don't know what I can do to help her. Would you try speaking to her? Damn. That doesn't seem good. Oh, she's not in here, okay. Furion, there's something I would like to discuss with you. We'll be waiting outside. Yes. Whoa, why are you taking me to the bed? Come to me, Furion. Excuse? Your Highness. Why are you just standing there? I don't enjoy being teased. Excuse? Now, you're mine, Furion. And then pasta. What have you done with the princess? Not so fast, you scurvy snake. Lion McQueen. Come on, berserk him. Well, he's berserk, but he's asleep. There we go. Get him. 15,000 gil? God damn. I'll take it. Yeah, just how much of that did you see? Enough to know you shouldn't be letting your guard down around fetching young ladies, I'd say. Where's the real princess? It's terrible news. We just heard a tournament is being held in Pelamacia, and Princess Hilda is the prize. I'm coming with you. I want to help you rescue Hilda. Don't worry. I know how just you feel, Captain. Me and my boys will manage your army. I run a tight ship. No need to fight over us. Excuse? But you have my wing sword. I mean, shoo, dude. He should go get checked after that. Definitely rest in the inn before we go out. I don't even know where Pelamacia is at. I had a map. Where's my map? That is the Colosseum. It's near the desert. Okay. Okay. So I have to get back in my ship. And then sail across the ocean and then go... Actually, this doesn't really connect the way I think it does. I'll figure it out. Thus was the creation of demi-humans. Oh, he's got a little bit more HP than he had initially. Not all bad. I like how he just kind of like trusted this pirate that tried to kill us to manage the rebel army. Was that really the best idea you could have come up with there, Gordon? There's my ship. Alright, so I think if I just go this way... I need to heal his blindness. Wait. Ah, I somehow wait, where am I? I know what, I'll figure it out eventually. As soon as I see the desert, I'll know. God damn it. Okay, there's some desert, but is that the desert? Or is that... I think I know where we're at, maybe? Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So if I go down this way... Land race. Do you have eye drops? Or no? No. Well, that was terrible. Our main damage, melee damage was not doing so hot there. What is that? Okay, before we do that, we can just magic real quick. Get rid of that. Save. The Colosseum. Which I think I will do tomorrow. Alright. That is going to be it for me today. So thank you everybody for coming out today. Very much appreciate you guys coming out and spending your time in the streams. This time is the most valuable resource that anybody can spend, and spending it here is freaking awesome. I will see you guys tomorrow. We should get, I think, close to finishing up tomorrow. If not the next day, we'll probably finish 2. And then we'll be on to 3. But I'm going to go ahead and end TikTok stream here. If you guys want to come over, we're going to go ahead and raid somebody. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to end it here. And let's go see who is currently live. Refresh. Let's see. Let's go ahead and raid good old Sammy. I would raid him in a bit. Or Spaceman Splash. And I will see you guys over there. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.